Good afternoon. It's the 7th of July, 2023. And tonight is actually, Troy and I are doing our annual Happy Together tour, which I'm very excited about. We do this every year. It's a collection of bands from the 60s, the ones that are left. And it's just a lot of fun. The Turtles, the Cowsills, the Classics 4. What are the guys that do 5 O'Clock World again? I forget their names. And Little Anthony, which is the first time we'll see him, but we've seen some great bands, the Buckingham's and the Association and Chuck Negron. I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. It's just a lot of old people just having a good time, and I'm very excited about that tonight. And I'm very excited about this too, which is an unboxing video number 30, believe it or not. This is our 30th unboxing video. The treats that keep coming in. Look at this. I mean, here's Liberace, here's Bobby Sherman, here's, I don't know, is that Lyle Menendez? I don't know. And Tomas, this incredible artwork, and I can't wait to see what's in all these lovely packages. So I guess without further delay, let's get moving. Okay, we're gonna start out here with, oh God, look at this. Look at there's me and Jordan. That's so cool. Yeah, it's funny. Yesterday when I picked up my mail, the last box that we're opening today from Tomas, the woman at the mailbox goes, I wish I had friends like that sending me stuff, which is really kind of nice. So yeah, let's start with Lance, who sent me Bobby Sherman, which we love. And I hate to even open these things because they're so cool. There we go. It's like Christmas. It's always like Christmas with Lance. Most of this bundle is too ready. Oh my, look at all this stuff. Let's see. Here's a list of what the X-Stars demanded at the Meet and Sign conventions. This is from '97. Oh, I've got it. This is when I used to go to these shows. Flo and Eddie from, we're going to see them, well, one of them tonight. A talent must receive round-trip Air Force fare, require first class, but most don't. Hotel, ground transportation, meals and security provided. Some talent could be available for airfare, hotels, transportation. So these guys would just show up for free, and everyone else would pay admission to go and meet them. And there's Dawn. I met them there, met her again. Alan Young, I met him. He's the one that said his wife said that she was invited to the house. Al Lewis, Butch, Pat Priest, all these guys. Jonathan Harris. Cost key, up to $2,500. I have to re-examine that. I did not listen to this. Oh, The World in Sound. Look at this. 1969. Narrated by Morgan Beatty. So this might be one of those... this is probably one of the sound effects to sell stereos. Definitely check that out. I love that. Thank you. 1969. Very cool. The astronauts like to write their own stories. Cover only. This would be August 22nd, 1969. Gosh, man, oh, look at it. Something about that date. If you decide to toss this no big whip, I almost did. It's Laura, 1969. Just a random profile cameo. We love that.
Those used to be really popular. I remember those.
They were. Like shadowy ones, yeah, for sure.
In school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember.
How'd you do it? Like project yourself?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You know those? I don't know. The teacher. I just remember we'd stand up against a wall and we'd cast a shadow. I think they used one of those. You know those old overhead projectors with the films, and then somebody else would trace it, and then you cut it out.
That's quite innovative.
Yeah.
Our moon trip. The astronauts write their own stories. Full page ad for the Hollywood Reporter. The Chuck Barris Syndicate. Always, Lance, we have to do the dive. We like these. Sgt. Pepper's On the Road. We got a lot of good ideas for movies to watch from Lance. Towering Inferno. We did a podcast about that. Pelham 1, 2, 3. I've got that. Harry and Tonto. Forgot about that movie. Sexual freedom of the Orient. Fulfillment. Freebie and the Bean. Black Neighbor starring Pharaoh Amos. The Ultimate in Porno Mixed. Lenny. Well, I've seen most of these. Candy Striped Nurses. That sounds like that one that Pee Wee Herman was seeing when he was arrested. Education of Sonny Carson. Nope, don't know that one. Savage Sisters. Oh, we'll definitely check some of these out. We've had some good luck with What's Up, Doc? Yes, I remember that one when it came out. Oriental Blue.
What's Up, Doc, isn't it? No. I was thinking there was one with that Marilyn Chambers was in with Barbara Streisand. It was something about the owl.
Owl and the Pussycat?
I think that was it. I think she was in that too. Anyway.
This is one of the best and funniest Exorcist copies, Beyond the Door. Okay, we'll be getting that one. Every Inch a Lady. I had the hots for Harry Reams back in the pre-VCR days. Harry Reams, he was handsome, for sure. Okay, this is very cool. We're going to definitely go through these, and for Pete's sake, God, these movies I haven't thought of in so long. Definitely going to go through the dive. Poseidon Adventure was released in... Yeah. Jaws. Okay. Thank you, Lance. Definitely, as always, going to take the deep dive later on. But it's funny because some of these people we're going to see tonight, the Turtles and oh, look at Donna Douglas, Adam West. I met all those guys. Okay. Thank you, Lance, and thanks for the Bobby Sherman box. Tomas, look at this. This is our trip, Jordan and I, the Route 66, except we weren't in DeSoto, but Jordan's car did take a dive while we were on the road, which he's going to pick up, I think, this week. And looking forward to seeing what you got in store for us this time, Tomas. And got to get a better cutting device here. Let's go back to the Hinman. Okay, what do we have here? You're very good at packing, sir. Oh my God. All right, like a child at Christmas. Disneyland USA, historic broadcast. Oh, interesting. This is about Disneyland. Different videos about Disneyland, I think. Ooh, look at that. Autopia with cool old pictures. Disney Treasures. Ooh, this is cool. Walt's most cherished work, uncensored and never seen before. Autopia. Well, this is cool. Thank you, Tomas. Disneyland USA. This is cool. We love Disneyland. And maybe that house will be on it. What's that house called? That modern House of Tomorrow? Is that what it was called?
Oh, yeah.
And we actually, yeah, the what do you call it? The foundation? Yeah, like the foundation and the prop that propped it up are still there. We found that last time we were in Disneyland. It's not a huge secret to people, but
it's in the bushes.
Yeah, it is. Pretty cool too to see. Bit of history in Disneyland. Okay. Well, I know this book. Gone with the Wind. The 50 worst TV shows of all time. Why would they have The Flying Nun on there? That doesn't make sense. That was a great show. The Brady Bunch Variety Hour. Okay. The Phyllis Diller Show. That's got to be the Pruitts of Southampton. That didn't last very long. Cool. Thank you. Really, we spend so much time reading these things. July 2026. Doesn't say the year on it, but there's Shirley Pimple. No, it's not. Nice. Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell. This is the original. Wow. This book belongs to Anna Rigottaggio. Picotaggio? 1943. Wowza. Is it like a first edition or something? It wouldn't be a first edition, no way.
Not in 43.
No, it says here motion picture edition.
Oh.
Copyright 1936, illustrated copyright 39, published 39. Wow. Okay, still 1940. Reprinted 1940. This is cool. Wowza. Looks like the Bible, doesn't it?
Oh my God.
I wish I was telling color. Wow, very cool. Very cool. Look at these books. Fame #2. Portraits by Brad Benedict. Forward by Bette Midler. Oh, I see. So they're illustrations. Interesting. Hey, this is kind of cool. Buck Henry looking like Hugh Hefner. Mona Lisa looking like Boy George. Is that Donna Douglas? Looks like her, doesn't it, Donna Douglas?
A bit.
Sinatra as a punk. The Police. I love that logo for the Police Synchronicity album. Julia Child. Susan. Who's that?
Is that Glenn Close or something? Who's that yellow one?
I don't know. Eddie Murphy. Let's see if we can find out who these are. No, it doesn't say. Oh, it probably does. It's really hard to read. Yeah, I can't read that right now. The lighting's not good in here. That's the problem. It's the lighting. Andy and Roy and Clyde. Oh, the Pop Boys. Okay. Judy, Jackie, Walter. This is a cool book. Thank you. Thank you. Time, the Year in Review, 77. I wonder if my grandmother dying is in here. What other things happened in 77? Well, this is the Year in Review.
Airport 77.
They asked. Did we watch that one recently?
Yeah, that's the one with, well, Jack Lemmon's in it, but what's her face?
It was Farrah the Fantastic. It was when she resigned from Charlie's Angels. We just had a long conversation about that, as you do. You know? The study of Charlie's Angels and how the show was originally supposed to be Kate Jackson's show, because she's recently re-emerged. This is cool. Thank you very much. And this book I know very well, Patricia Fox Scheinwald, Too Young to Die. This book was so good when it came out. It is still good, but this is a book that had actual photographs in it of like what's that? Jack Cassidy's that's a real lottery ticket. Like,
is it
current, yeah. Wow. Thank you. Gosh. Well, thank you so much. You're very kind. This had, look at that. There's a picture of Brian Jones' funeral. There's Judy not looking her best. There's pictures of Jack Cassidy's apartment in here. That's Otis. Yeah, his plane crash. There's pictures of him actually taking him out of the.
Still in the chair.
Yeah, that's a wild picture. So there are some good pictures. There's some really pretty interesting. There's Marilyn being taken out of the on the stretcher out of their house. Billie Holiday. So yeah, I know this book. There's Jimmy. Look at that
tattoo. Compare your tattoo.
Can I? And Jimmy's car that must be it in the garage. Yeah. Wow. I love this book. Thank you. Thank you very much. Poor Jean Harlow. Jean Harlow. Love it. Thank you. And thank you. I can't wait to see this. That's a nice surprise. Thank you. Thank you very much, Tomas. And that's not the last we'll hear of you today. This is from my buddy Christian of Grave Time on Instagram, and he has a YouTube channel too. But if you go to grave_time, Christian's an old buddy of mine who I call it my brother in Ramones. We're both big Ramones fans, and I love his Instagram. And this looks really a lot like Lyle Menendez. So let's see what gifts you have in store for us, Christian. Here we go. Grave Time, Cemetery Adventures, True Crime, Unusual Stories. That's Christian. Forgotten History. Cool. And another. Have to be careful not to get our table. Oh, look, it's Rebel. Rebel Without a Cause. More Jimmy. Thank you, Christian. I'm going to have to dig out our VCR to have a look at this baby. But, I love this movie. Nick Ray. Nice. Thank you, Christian. Love it. Love it. Now, here is something from someone called S.A. Sack with a lovely illustration of Lee on it.
Well, look me over.
Separately. So, sorry, Lee. Scott and Troy. We'll read this first. I'll do this. Look at that. 1 calorie, not 30, not 20, just 1 calorie in tab with licorice. What do they call those things? Non-perials or something like that. I forget what they're called. All right, I'm going to read this off camera. This tab is most definitely not 1 calorie, LOL. Hey, Scott and Troy. Love you, love your channel, have for many years. I found you via your 6 Degrees documentary, and I love that you, and your love of great kitsch. I make lots of kitsch myself, including these faux tab floats and actual vintage tab glasses. Oh, you had to have one. Enjoy in every way, except don't drink it. Keep the amazing videos. Huge love from a forever death egg, Stephanie S. And Leather and Jade Arts on Etsy. Let's see. I'm excited about this. It sounds very, very cool. I know I'm not supposed to cut towards me, but where's I gotta get Marla's thing. It's just so easy. Especially when you're cutting through bubble wrap, because bubble wrap is so difficult to cut through. Ooh, look.
Oh, what is that?
Very careful. Ooh, look. Wow, and it is an original tab glass. Wow, this is really cool. That is really cool.
Did she make that?
She must have. Yeah.
Or is it?
That's what she says. That's what Stephanie says. I make lots of kitsch myself, including these faux tab floats in actual vintage tab glasses. You had to have one, and I do. And look at that. That whipped cream. That looks really good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. Stephanie, thank you. This is very cool. We have a new object to put on our shelf of kitsch that is behind me when we open up. That is really cool, Stephanie. Thank you very much. Very much. Look at that. It's a real tab glass.
I know.
I love it. Love it, love it. And I love the card, and thank you for that. Thank you. Right. Let us move on. All right. Another package has arrived from Tomas. No bull enclosed. Attention post person. A rogue stamp licked back at me. I guess George didn't beat around the bush. Warning may create a hernia. Use a dolly, but not Dolly Parton. This is like Laugh-In, if Laugh-In was made today. Nothing to see here. Analog media enclosed. No digital residue involved. And I just look at the artwork here. That is incredible. Let's see if I can liberate the artwork. Just cutting a few pencils, they're not my friends. I'm not going to stand up. Wow. And this ain't light. How many pounds is this? It says so right here. 25 pounds. Tomas. Betty Davis arrives. A tribute to 1989. Thought she lived forever. She did, really. She lived to be 125. In fact, what were we watching yesterday? It showed, it was Rock Hudson documentary, and they showed the American Hospital in Paris, and that's the hospital that Betty Davis died in. It made me think of her. And this is the Disco Nixon. First 70s trivia book with over 1,000 mind-blowing questions. Okay. Oh, this looks fun. In fact, I think today might be the anniversary, or it's very, very soon, of the disco demolition at Comiskey Park, where they blew up the disco records. And I did interview Lorelei Shark, who was the model at that attended the disco demolition. And I did an interview. She's also the Rocky Horror Lips. Lorelei is terrific, and I should post that interview soon. The number of people who died in the 1971 Los Angeles earthquake. Do you remember that, Troy? You were 2.
I wasn't here.
Oh, you were in Spain? Were you? When you were 2? Troy was born in Spain, for those of you that don't know that. Dudes, who's hanging in the Oval Office? Okay, thank you. Another deep dive that I'll have to go into. Oh my gosh, vinyl. Oh, look at that. A whole stack of vinyl. I know. Liberace at home. Just had lunch with my buddy Steve Gary, who I interviewed. Troy and I both had lunch with him yesterday, who did that amazing interview. We're going to do more of that sometime soon. More Liberace at the piano.
You like it, huh?
Stardust, Liebestrom, Karika, the Polish national dance. Oh, from the horse's mouth. And Jordan and I visited Mr. Ed's grave recently, so that will come in very handy for that video. Strike Up the Band with Judy and him. Burl Ives sings for fun.
We just saw him.
What in?
On the Rock Hudson.
Oh, that's right. He was in Giant, wasn't he? I think it was Giant. No. He was in a Rock Hudson movie.
A Rock Hudson movie.
Yeah. The Clouds Roll By, Jane Russell and Marilyn. Our friends Elisa and Scott Fortner have a new podcast called, Scott has the Marilyn Monroe collection. It's called All Things Marilyn. And they interviewed someone who was Jane Russell's biographer this week. It was a very good interview. Rosalind Russell, who has probably the biggest grave at Holy Cross Cemetery. The fabulous Josephine Baker. Don't Touch My Tomatoes. I've never listened to Josephine Baker, so I'm excited about that. Mary Martin, Annie Get Your Gun. Julie Carroll at Carnegie Hall. Julie and Carroll, did you know that? Oh, they are good friends.
Yeah.
That's right, because they did that special.
Like best buds.
Yeah. Partridge Family Christmas Card.
my God.
I know, I haven't listened to this in, God, I don't even know. I remember when I used to buy Partridge Family records, I used to think that they all really listened to each album to make sure the quality was good. Like, it was like they had this actual album in their hands. The Christmas song, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. We have a new Christmas record. We love our Christmas records. John Lennon, June 52, age 11, Walls and Bridges. Oh, I don't know this album. There's John. I'm afraid to touch it because I don't want to screw it up. And look, it's the Carpenters. I love this record. Oh, look at this. Wasn't that picture that was taken off Highland?
I think so.
There's this. Well, yeah, there's a
set. Yeah.
This is just a regular flyer. Wow, love these. Thank you very much, Tomas. And there's more to this box. We look here. This is one of the vinyl records that we don't own of theirs, which is really cool. All these vinyl records we don't have anymore. I had the Partridge Family one, but I don't have that anymore. So we'll have some experimenting to do. And look at this. Another box. Oh my. Let's see. I'll give that a little start.
Oh, heavy duty. Oh. Oh. Oh.
I know.
Oh. Well, it's working. Ooh.
Oh no. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Tomas, we love these things. Thank you so much for bringing them, or for sending them on. You know, if you were to send things, just so you know, you can send them by media mail, because you send media, and it would considerably lower the shipping cost. You have to go to the post office to do it, but it is considerably less, just as long as there's nothing else except for books and records and stuff like that, which you send, and we love very much. So thank you very much. That's just a, oh, look at this, the Kennedy Years, Viking Press. Wow, look at that. Oof. The Happiest Marriage. Wow, this is a smart looking book. So this has to be a certainly posthumous. Yeah. You always go straight to the end. And every book always goes straight to the end to see how it ends first. And we know how that one ended. Oh, that's a wild picture.
There's the eternal flame.
Yeah, that's gone out several times. Not quite eternal, but in theory. That's a beautiful book. Another Kennedy book. John F. Kennedy by Irish Schwartz. Isn't it interesting that he's got there's another Kennedy child back on the, not John F. Kennedy's, but Bobby Kennedy's kid is on the radar again. Wow. Very nice. Is that Harry Reams? No, that's Sam Jones, isn't it?
No, it's Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott, I mean, yeah. Oh, 4 days. Look at that. I'll go to that in a second. This is all about the funeral, I think. Yeah, it's just the funeral. I was alive, but I wasn't aware. But we have been to Dealey Plaza and loved Dallas. We love going to Dealey Plaza. And we, in fact, how many times did we drive through it and we always stopped? We went and got lunch and sat over here on the grassy knoll. Or that's not the grassy knoll. Grassy knoll's on this side. Back here.
Yeah. Sit by the Zapruder.
Yeah, yeah. The plinth. This is a beautiful book. Thank you. These are all beautiful books. The Woman with the Whip, Eva Peron. Interesting.
Oh,
Eva.
the whip. Is that a hairdo?
1952. That's another very curious case, especially what happened to her corpse after she died. I used to have a book about that. I don't think I have it anymore. But how it disappeared for so long. Not disappeared, but it was taken into care for so long and eventually ended up in a proper grave. But the Great Gatsby era, remember that? That was such a big deal back in the 70s. when it came back. When the Great Gatsby was the story that took place, I think, in Detroit. There's Henry Ford. Talk about a scary looking man. God, he was frightening looking. Coco. Wow, these are interesting because there's some people in here I don't know. And not that I know everything. But no, this is interesting. Thank you very much. Very interesting selection of things that you send to us. And September 11, 2001, that is something that I find difficult to dive into. I watched a documentary about those people, and it's one of those things that I have a real problem with going into because it's just too much. There will be a time when I can go through that, but it's a bit much for me, which sounds so emotional, but it is quite pretty. Oh, look at Tom Selleck. Are these autographs? Lee Majors. You know, they didn't talk about him in Rock Hudson, did they? Mm-mm. Rock Hudson's largely responsible for Lee Majors. These are real? Can't tell what to do. He definitely had a type. I'm catching the mustache. Another Lee Majors. Nice guy. I don't know if I told this story, but I was in the green room of a TV show he was on, and we got to talking after the show, and he says, where are you from? I said, Detroit. He goes, my parents were killed in Detroit. I mean, just like that. It was like the weirdest thing. I'm like, he didn't know me. He didn't know what I did. He just said, my parents were killed in Detroit. Which they were in an auto accident. But these are great pictures. Look at that. Definitely a type going on here. Lee, look at him. God. He was a handsome man. They all were. He is.
And he was bionic.
He was bionic. Your favorite.
All parts.
He's your favorite, the bionics. You like the bionic woman. Oh, wow. Oh, there's more. Mary Tyler. Iraq's Most Wanted playing cards. Okay. That's interesting. This faithful reproduction of the original deck includes all 52 wanted Iraqi personalities, plus the 2 jokers featuring the famous Hoyle Joker, and is suitable for all card games. I don't know the Hoyle. And let's see. Oh, look. Look at that. A Scarface shirt. Look at that. How cool is that? Wow. So if I want to blow Coke, this would be the shirt I would wear it in. That was a wild movie. Thank you. This is really really cool. Not what I expected today. None of this is. It's really an interesting gift to receive. Thank you so much. Iraqi cards. That's really something. Thank you so much. Here is a lovely package from our friend Misty of Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter. Lovely Misty sent us that cool tab clock, which is, I'm having it looked at to see if we can get that thing going again. Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter, which she does great videos. I really enjoy her YouTube channel. What's happening in here? Ooh. Oh, I see more records. And I see the Colonel. I see the Colonel. Look at that. A Christmas Colonel Sanders. That's true Christmas records. How lucky are we?
Good chicken.
Lauren Green, Henry Mancini, Peter Nero, Charlie Pride, Kate Smith. Kate Smith. Blessed by the Colonel himself. They used to give these out at Kentucky Fried Chicken with a purchase. Oh, I'm seeing more stuff over here. I'm going to read the note first.
Do you like it, huh? You do.
Troy. Just for fun, it's great finding and passing them along to fellow weirdos who like these sorts of things. Love the vids and all the work you do to keep us entertained. Stay weird, Misty. You stay weird. No, you. Stay weird. Oh, yeah. Stay weird. Making new friends. You're my chosen one. So let's see what kind of fun stuff. Retain this. It's a prize award from the Hollywood Canteen. How cool is that? For servicemen and women only. That's neat. That's really cool. The Hollywood Canteen, which is what movie stars did for military. They volunteered their time and they waited on the military at the Hollywood Canteen. They served them food. Betty Davis but a lot of the actors and actresses of that time were feeding and entertaining the military during the war. It was really, really cool thing to do. Rigor mortis. For all you know, I may be dead. Palm Springs home. Liberace's Palm Springs home. Is that the Cloisters?
Mm-hmm.
And there's Liberace Museum. Sadly, no longer with us. Oh, look at that. There's a Fairmount pennant of Jimmy on it. The hometown of James Dean. This is old, too. Love that. Lee. More Lee. We never get enough Lee. Christmas, another Christmas. Look. The Spirit of Christmas. Christmas medley. Sleigh Ride, which is my favorite Christmas song. And Star Bright. The Beauty of Holiness. Ave Maria. Jesu Bambino. Very, very cool. Popular portfolio of Queen Elizabeth, 1953. Wow. Oh, it's like a press release kind of, sort of. Look at it. All the royal. Wow, there's a post. These are really something. The coronation, 1953. Look at, there she is. Little cards. Wow, I don't want to open that until I want to look at it properly. We like the Queen. We miss the Queen. And I think she even appeared on EastEnders once. She did. Oh, well, actually, she visited the set. Oh, it's a writing pad. It's the Queen's writing pad. Greetings. With greetings and good wishes from the Queen. Is she sitting side saddle? She must be sitting side saddle. She wouldn't be sitting otherwise in an event. It's just hard to see from that. But yeah, Trooping of the Color or something like that. She must be side saddle in that. Because she was tasteful. She was a lady. She did lady things. Elizabeth Regina. This is so cool. Thank you, Misty. Look at the exercise book. Soldiers of the Queen, Coronation, Queen Elizabeth, June 2nd, 1953. Exercise. Oh, I see. This would be like school exercises. How nice is all of this? Thank you, Misty. We like this stuff very much. You're a weirdo, Misty. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, you're fabulous.
Tomas, again, look at that. Keep out of reach, QAnon shaman. No document. Mar-a-Lago. Stuff. What in blazes is inside this box? So, pant, heavy. Left, bottom, top, right. Cuban Toro was here. Okay, there's more. What are you expecting to find down here? A pair of ruby slippers. Instead of flipping the bird, flip up some flat shags. Love, Aunt Jemima. Okay. And let's see. No stiff competition since founded. Dearly departed tours. All right. Wow, heavy. I'm going to have to do it this way because, well, At Home with Kate Hepburn, Diana, Her Legacy. at home with Kate. Growing up in Katharine Hepburn's household. I wonder how intimate this is, because she was a piece of work.
Oh, you know what that front cover reminds me of? If anybody's seen the Dick Cavett interview with her, she put her feet up on the coffee table, and I don't know if she was barefoot, but anyway, she put her feet up on the coffee table on the interview with Dick Cavett.
She was a piece of work. She was. She didn't give a shit about anybody, really, you know. And some would say Spencer Tracy, but yeah, she just didn't give a flying whatever to appease herself. And that was just certainly a character, no doubt about it. Certainly a character. Kate's brother Dick. I like Scotty Bauer's book. I like what he says about her. Diana's legacy. Okay. Greetings, Scott. Here's more stuff for your collection. I've collected certain types of books. I've decided to give them to you and Troy so you and your fans can enjoy them. Perhaps one day I'll make a trip to California and stop by, God willing. Enjoy. Live long and prosper. Tomas Rosales. Diana. She was something else. Yeah, that was something to be there for that. I was glad that I had that opportunity to be there for her funeral, because that was something else. Yeah, we took some pictures like that. Insanity it was that time. And there's Earl Spencer on the island where they say Diana's buried, though I don't believe it. I think she's in that church with her father, personally. But she was something else, man. She knew how to work it. Diana certainly knew how to work it. Ooh, Johnny Carson. Cool. He was the best. So he was, man. Talk about somebody who... Cynthia Nixon? What year was this? She was around back then? I love looking at these old TV listings to see what was happening back then. Mythbusters. Okay, this can't be that old, can it?
It's about 2005 because Johnny Carson's dead on the front.
Oh, okay. I love looking at these things. Thank you. Orwell. George Orwell. Oh, Animal Farm. A book I've never read. A book I've always meant to read, and now I can. Thank you for that. Classic piece of literature. Oh, I see Jimmy in there. Letterman Book of Top 10 lists. I was just watching him doing the top 10 with Napoleon Dynamite today. Top 10 signs you've had too much coffee. You say things at work each morning like, did you see that Donnie Bonaducci had an infomercial last night? Top 10 you're going... Top 10 rejected Batman villains. Little Debbie and her snack cakes of death. Stunned flounder. These are fun. Top 10 things you overheard at Woodstock. This must be bad acid. I could have sworn you said Lisa Marie Presley married Michael Jackson. Oh, Woodstock too. Okay. Run for your lives. Yeah. These are fun. These are fun, thank you. But I do see Jimmy in here. This is such a cool book. And Dennis Stock took these photos when Jimmy went back to Fairmount. And I love this book so much. Here's pictures of Marcus and Jimmy. There he is. There's Marcus Winslow, Jimmy's cousin. I did a really lengthy interview with Marcus. That's his Aunt Hortense. And Marcus that's Marcus. He was such an interesting guy. And the garter, really, the protector of Jimmy's image. Yeah, I love this book. Marcus is so nice. There he is again. Marcus goes, okay, because Jimmy's footprints are in this barn, in the concrete. And I was interviewing Marcus in another building, and I said, can I go see Jimmy's footprints? And he goes, yeah, sure. So we just went. Jordan and I just went. Inside the barn was Jimmy's basketball hoop that was still hanging there. And it was just just cool, nice relaxed, generous people. The American Diner. Oh, man, Jordan and I saw a bunch of these on the Route 66. I wonder if there were any in this area in Palm Springs. Wow, these are cool. But yeah, we saw a ton of diners on Route 66. We didn't see her, though. I know Serena was working in a diner.
That was the Pope.
Wow, there's some hair. There is some hair. Big time. You should do a drinking game every time I say wow. Because I know I say it a lot. Thank you. Thank you. And more diners. Cool. These seem to be... Look at that. What a colorful book. Yeah, they just don't have diners anymore. There used to be, right by the Pantages Theater, there was a little, like a chilly, tiny little thing. Probably sat 10 people at the most that they tore down. Right before they made that Black Dahlia movie. Nice, thank you. These are going to be fun to dip into, to do the deep dive. Legends, Terry O'Neill. Terry O'Neill, he claims he was up at the house, Faye Dunaway's ex, and claims he was up at the house. Thanks for keeping the stars alive, Tomas Rosales, July 1st. This is cool. Terry O'Neill was married to Faye Dunaway. Terry O'Neill claims, actually, he claims that he went to the crime scene, I think. I have to find that quote. But he had a son with Faye Dunaway, and she talks a lot of smack about him. But there, look at there's the Viper room right behind him. Actually, it was called Filthy McNasty's at that point. That's that block that's being torn down. Judy and Liza and Frank. Wow, this is very cool book. Thank you. Oh, look at that, dedicated to Shelley Mann, who had the Manhole Bar on, was it Wilcox or Cahuenga, which was where the Doors used to play or hang out, I should say. Lisa Jordan taught me a lot about that scene in the 60s, but Shelley had Shelley's Manhole, which sounds, different than it would have back then. But yeah, that was on a little sort of beatnik bar in Hollywood. And Disneyland. Look at that. Dreams, Traditions, and Transitions. And still transitioning, as it were. As they just modified one of the big attractions, and two of them. Actually, Club 33, I think. Isn't it? That's at Stairway in Club 33, isn't it? Yeah. Where we went. Oh, yeah. Went to the Club 33. Surprisingly, they let us take pictures in it, too. Oh, my favorite. Open the day of the Manson murders. Manson murders. I said it. Open the day of the Tate LaBianca murders. August 8th, 1969. It all goes back to that. These are really wonderful books. Thank you very much, Tomas. I will enjoy each of these. We both will enjoy each of these. Plenty to go through. And lastly, boy, there's a lot going on here. This is our buddy Lance, our old pal Lance, who sent more things on top of the things he sent already. So, let's see. What kind of cutting instrument will I use now? Well, I'll use this knife. Lance. Snack Bar Confidential. Ooh. Shrimp. these Chinese food menus. I love that. What's in here? I'm so not delicate. Okay. Not sure if this was from Los Angeles or wherever. Playboy. Ooh, look at that. Playboy 1969 picnic. That's cool. Yeah. And we like our 1969, as you well know. So do you. For your smell museum. Circa...
Gina Tay.
Circa 74. And it's
your
full.
body and your mind.
It's
so
full.
Fresh, so new. You get the feeling there's nothing you can't do.
There you go. I think you hit a nerve over here, Lance.
It makes your body and your mind so fresh, so new. You get the feeling there's nothing you can't do.
Let's see if we can smell it. Oh, look at that. Smell.
Here, put some on. Oh, Gina Tay smells like...
Wow, that's really powerful.
Smells like Granny's bathroom.
And we all know what Granny's bathroom smelled like. Wow. Wow, I just right in my face. It's lovely, thank you.
Yeah, that's still pretty
Whoa,
potent.
it's potent, isn't it?
Whoa, yeah, that could be like a room spray.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's back when they knew how to make fragrance.
Right. Wow. Well, I mean, you guys, thank you so much for everything that you send. We both love it so much. And, you know, Tomas and Misty and Stephanie, you're all very, very generous. Yeah, I can't say enough. Yeah, we enjoy it so very much. And who knows, maybe we won the lottery, you know? If you don't hear from us again, you'll know that we did. No, really, honest to God, thank you very much. Love everything, and can't wait to listen to the vinyl and dive through these books and periodicals. And yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for your generosity. We thank you very much. Right, Troy?
Yes, thank you.
Let me do another thank you on that one.
Okay.
So thank you guys, everybody, so very much for sending everything that you have. I mean, Misty and Stephanie and Lance and Tomas, you're all so very, very generous. We love everything. We can't wait to go into the vinyl and do a deep dive into the books and the periodicals and play cards and everything. Really beyond generous. And yeah, thank you very, very much. You heard me.
Former Ambassador to Britain Joseph P. Kennedy died after being partially immobilized for a number of years. The patriarch of the Kennedy family had sired 4 sons, including 1 president and 2 U.S. senators. One of those sons was killed in war, and 2 were felled by assassin's bullets. The political future of the only surviving son, Senator Edward Ted Kennedy, became enhanced early in the year when he ousted veteran Senator Russell Long of Louisiana as majority whip. But that future came under a cloud as a result of a tragic accident. In mid-July, Kennedy attended a party on Chappaquiddick Island off Martha's Vineyard. Sometime during the evening, he drove away in his car with 28-year-old Mary Jo Kopechne, a former campaign worker for Brother Bobby. The car plunged off a bridge. The senator escaped, but Mary Jo was trapped in the car and drowned. Kennedy failed to report the accident until some 10 hours later. When he finally did so, he said he had been exhausted and in a state of shock. Of course, those are all facts. But many persons, including the district attorney, said there were too many unanswered questions. A week after the party, Kennedy pleaded guilty to a charge of leaving the scene of an accident.